Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me here. We're still here with this absolutely doomed colony here. Let's see. Two people migrated and a new villager was born. Is anybody smart enough to then use this building? It doesn't look so. Production is halted for some reason, and I don't know why. Storage limit reached. Is that why this is bad? I know I was extremely frustrated in the last episode, so now I'm really trying to just I gotta understand. I'm new. I don't understand a whole lot in this game, but this game also, if it's not new player friendly, that's fine. But good lord, just give me some bloody information on the UI. That's all I ask. So if production is halted because the storage limit is reached. Your settlement has reached its storage limit for this item. Construct additional storage sheds. The problem is I did not have any. Oh, I do have 47. I swear on the last episode that was empty. This building storage is full. Is there a way to copy this building and just place another one? Relocate. Salvage. I almost kind of just want to kill this colony and start over. Especially with my very high frustration. Actually, can I upgrade this building? Upgrade cost. 60 bricks, 50 wood. We don't... Oh, we do have bricks. How are we getting bricks? This doesn't make bricks, does it? This just picks up clay. Clay pits allow laborers to gather clay. Tools are needed. I don't have a clay or a brick building down, do I? That's food production, stupid. Resources? What are these buildings here? Basket, tannery, saw, cobble. What's cobble? Cobblers use hide to make shoes, and villagers to walk faster and avoid injury. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that right now. Work camp, nope. Weaver building, candle shop, soap shop, armory, blacksmith, foundry, paper mill. Did we not make bricks? Surely you should be able to make bricks if a building requires it, right? Oh no, that's just the upgrade, so maybe it is a tier 3. Brewery. Brickyard, here it is, brickyard. So, alright, tier 3, so we can't upgrade the storage barn. So we will just simply make another one. Storehouse. Storage depot. I guess. A villager has died due to illness. Yeah, we're having a lot of people die due to illness. Not exactly sure what I can do about that. Gotta be some hygienic thing, but I'm not sure what we can do about that, honestly. We don't have anything that I'm aware of other than the rat catcher, but they weren't catching anything, so I disabled the building. Yeah, we were having a major food problem, so we're trying like hell to get that going. Another villager that died, that's fine. Our root cellar is nowhere near full. I wonder, can I limit the amount of herbs that we get? Yeah, don't fill this whole thing up with herbs. Just do, I don't know, 50. 50 for right now. I can see when I'm telling them to go out and gather, they're going to be constantly just grabbing herbs. And then we built a mill, not realizing, or tried to build a mill, not realizing that we needed heavy tools. And we were trying to get into blacksmithing, and there's an ore deposit over here we're going to try and get after. But I know I needed to make a temporary camp. Looks like we got some people chopping wood, but we're going to need more. We have 0 in stock. Thankfully, we have firewood, so hopefully we should survive the winter. though we have no planks. Where's our sawmill? See, yeah, here. Transport wagon driver unfulfilled. Why? Why is this unfulfilled? But this is what I was talking about in the last episode and why I was getting so highly frustrated is this does not tell me anything. Zero information whatsoever. And then if I go into the transport thing, you know, like the tanner, it's 0 out of 10. Doesn't tell me at all why I cannot put a person here. There was somebody here at one point in time, once upon a time. Now, is it, again, because I've reached my storage limit? But it shouldn't be grayed out. I should just pause the building. And then, you know, here, why don't we have a teacher? I had a teacher. The building has room for more workers. Well, yes, I'm aware, but it's unfulfilled. It's currently enabled, but currently unfulfilled. Make sure you have a sign. See, now like this, I just clicked it. I can fill it. But again, why can't I do it for the tanner? Just simply grayed out. My building is enabled. So I simply don't understand. That's the technology window. What else? Yeah. Wainwright. Isn't that just this? Wagon shop. Yeah. Wagon shop. Why is it unfulfilled? Why is it not? Maybe I should turn on that auto thing again. Auto refill. Because sometimes I don't want people going to places, but again, that didn't take care of this. Again, why is it unfulfilled? I do see, you know, yes, we do have production halted because we have a maximum quota of 50. However, there's 47 hide coats in stock. That's not our quota. I know this is medieval times, so you're bad at math, but even in present times, everybody's bad at math. Why no production? We clearly have just a little bit of space, but no production. And again, as a new player, zero information to help me why this is halted, why this is unfulfilled, and why I can't put anything there. Absolutely terrible. 44 crops lost to rot. See, and then now a situation like this. I'm losing crops to rot. I get diseases are a part of, you know, farming, you know, agriculture. What can I do as a new player to help that? Surely something around here with the soil has got to do something, right? Like I'm planting the clover. It says can be grown to replenish the soil. Okay, great. This performs field maintenance. You know, reduce weeds and remove rocks. Okay, perfect. But I guess I didn't read any of this for any of the other crops. But does any of it help with diseases? I've seen this one can help to fertility. But again, another thing that I complained about in the last episode was the, again, absolute terrible UI. Rock resilience, weed suppression. Is there anything else that I can do to help other than just work the fields? Like frost tolerance and heat tolerance, that makes sense. Drought tolerance, that makes sense. Rock resilience, does that mean this wheat doesn't care if the fields is completely covered in rocks? Weed suppression. What does that even mean? Weed suppression. Does it just mean the weeds won't spread as fast? 6 of 10? Is that what it means? You know, impacts fertility, -4%. minus 6%. So that means if I planted this, I would want to plant clover or something there then after, because, you know, I'm destroying the fertility. It's just absolute terrible, terrible UI. I think we got somebody coming here, except this person I believe is sick and they are seeking medicine. What's this building? Oh, this is my trading post. I just kind of learned about the trading post a little bit. So we're working on food. We need to make our way out here to iron because I think we need to start getting into tools. But I need to build, I believe, or at least I should do, a temporary shelter. So let's grab a road. Go from here. Start the road again. Why is this like auto curving? Like, what's this big ugly looking curve for? Stop that. Perfect. Knowledge generated. We'll need that. What was I looking for? Housing. We'll build it a little bit a ways off. Since we got iron here, we're going to try and use this as like a small industry zone. I just don't know how much space we need. So we'll plop that there. Villager was born. Actually, does this trader have any tools? Maybe we can buy some. Yeah, fine. Trade. So you don't have any tools. What do you have? Nothing of value. I don't want to sell our timber because we're going to need that. You're not buying. Are you buying? Can I sell? Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't remember. Merchant is buying this item. Yeah, so if I click this, why? Oh, because I'd have to transfer some over. I forgot. Never mind. Trading post has a visiting merchant. I forgot I gotta bring goods over here. Alright, do you have any tools? You do not have anything of use. Soap, maybe? They're having a lot of problems here. However, the price doesn't seem to be in our favor. Maybe I should stock, because we sold a lot of wooden planks, I believe, for quite the sum of money. At least for me, anyway, that seemed like a lot. Alright, so they're gonna get this going. What's this worker camp doing? Okay, we primarily need trees, so... Oh, I can shut off rocks. See, I don't want to shut off rocks altogether. I know we'll eventually need stone, right? That would make the most sense. So focus primarily on trees. I wonder if I don't put down another work camp, if that would help. Yeah, see, this field has kind of poo fertility. I might have to go back through this. I'll probably just let it ride until I learn a bit better. And just work on getting that food. I've really underestimated at how much food they consume with only 39 people. They just consume so much food. It's pretty insane. Prioritize this building. This should have been built by now. Actually, no, it shouldn't have, because I don't have any logs, you idiot. Can I, see, I wonder if I tell them to gather, will other people work on doing that? Oh no, I need to, oh yeah, just do this, right? Yeah. I wonder if laborers will then go and do that. Because that's in, what window is it in? This one. Ooh, I got one laborer. Yikes. What's this? Grocer. There are workers assigned to this profession who are incapable of working. What's the grocer building? I don't even know. Let alone remember. Basket shop. Slot disabled. Fletcher's pit, tannery. That's the transport wagon. Firewood splitter. You're sick. Bakery. Shelter. Fish. Food loss to spoilage, 4 berries. Impending heat wave. Not my problem. Barn build site. Oh yeah, that's right. I was doing some animals. I was gonna try and do that. Arborist. Okay, so wait, the building's working now? Oh no, grocer. Oh, just do the magnifying glass. Oh, I didn't want to go to the actual person. Who the fudge is the grocer? What is that building? Grocer. They're working.
Need something?
Yes. What the fuck are you doing? What is your job? Alright, incoming travelers. You know, I think I'm gonna turn them away. Well, we do need laborers though. But the problem is I'm having such a food issue. I don't want to expand. I kept turning people away. Yeah, we'll turn them away. We're not doing anything here, so we'll take out this trading post. You know, I have no idea what the grocer is. Really a food thing.
Work to be done?
But what building is it? Shelter stocking. Occupation grocer. Again, another completely worthless UI element. What the fuck does this even do? I just see her running around. So she just bringing supplies to all of the buildings? Is this medieval Uber Eats? Like, is this fucking Instacart over here? Like, what is that? If I go into food processing, like, am I gonna see a grocer building or? You know, like, what is this even for? Like, what is that profession? You're just randomly doing it. I don't even have a building for it. You're just there doing something I have no idea what you're doing. It just looks like she's bringing supplies to everybody. Just the medieval DoorDash. Like, ugh. I really love these kind of games, but this one's really pushing my buttons. And if we have only one extra laborer, it doesn't look like we're getting any chopping done. That was the only partial reason why I wanted to bring in. Actually, let me back off on the saw pit because I think it's just turning logs very quickly into planks, and we can't keep up. I would need another work camp, potentially up here, I guess, to try and help keep up with our log production. And then this expand field thing is greatly annoying as well. I can't expand the field. I didn't want to just click and drag, afraid that it would potentially come outside the fence. So I was just like, oh, okay, there's the expand field feature. I'll just click on it, expand the field, and, you know, drag it over just a little bit. But no, it doesn't meet minimum field required size. What's the point of expanding it then? If you're going to dictate how much I need to expand it. Oof. I'm just ranting again on this episode, and I wasn't going to. There's so many things that are just really terrible about this game. It's unfortunate. Because this game looks to be a ton of fun. But just so many poor decisions. Alright, well, it doesn't look like there's much more we can do. Work camp can upgrade to forester camp. We might actually need that. Non-meat yields from barns, non-meat. We're gonna ignore that. Let's upgrade that to a forester thing, because I think I was actually asking if there was a capability of doing such a thing to potentially replant trees so that way they can just stay in one area. But, however, needing iron... Yeah, see? Crops lost to rot again. 124 crops lost to rot. And I do not know what I can do about that. Plants become yellow and wilted. Yep. Moderate disease is the most active in hot weather. Okay, so the heat is doing that. That's fair. Slowed or eliminated by allowing to field to fallow or by planting less affected crops. I don't know what that means. Can be slowed or eliminated by allowing to field to fallow. Fuck's that mean? Over, hey, one of these potentially fallow that I don't know about. Yeah, again, another completely worthless thing here in the UI. I shouldn't have to go to Google to try and figure out what the fuck fallow means in the agricultural world. If anybody has watched Fairly Odd Parents with Mr. Crocker shooting out super Fs, that's definitely what this UI gets for information. You want to give me the giant old explanation point telling me, hey, jackass, you don't have any logs in stock. Perfect. Don't care. Give me useful information on how the hell I fix this. But, oh, can't do that. We've just seen somebody get shot. Carcass. What are you low on health? Are these deer or something? Oh, yeah, doe. That's why the hunter cabin over here. Alright, we finally got this built. Don't store any food in here. I guess you can store herbs in here. That's fine. We got some herbs in there. No, let's not dual stack herbs. Then I can see this game basically wanting to be like, alright, well, there's herbs in here, and there's herbs here, so we'll take it from here to put it in here, and take it from there and put it in here. I can see that happening at the rate I'm going here. We've made zero progress. At least I'm trying to anyway. We're at ×3 speed. And I'm just having a log issue. That is what's slowing me down. At a grazing area. We got 2 people in the barn already doing who knows what, so get out of the barn. Fodder quality 0%, feed stored 0. Set this building's grazing area on the map so livestock can graze during the warm months of the year. Higher fodder bonus means better grazing quality. Set the maximum herd size for this building. Any extra livestock will automatically sent to slaughter. Okay, so now I have to buy some livestock. That is find these. I'm assuming I would probably want to fence in an area, yeah? For some grazing? Fencing. I guess we'll start here. Wait, that's a gate, stupid. The road is gonna be going that way. Alright, so we'll go out. Do something like this. Sure. Alright. Set grazing area. Oh. Oh my. That is much larger than the fence I just built. Hang on, we're gonna have to make some adjustments. I didn't realize it was already predetermined. Can I clear this? Is there... Of course, there's no fast way of doing this, so... Or at least not one that I can see. Like... Walls, buildings... Oh, there we go. Clear. Okay, so can I actually pause this and still place the grazing area, or will it unpause? Alright, so we want to do that, and then clear this. So that is the grazing area. Now I'm willing to bet. Oh, there's this giant stupid rock in the way. I probably can't leave that up. Nope, of course. Can't leave the overlay up. I wonder if they'll clear out that rock. Oh, is that the grazing area? Perfect. Something the game actually does right. Now I'm afraid my computer's gonna crash. That actually did something useful. Alright, something like that. Now they're within the grazing area and it's fenced in. I'll let them get to work on that. And then we'll look into buying some livestock. Where's our forger hut? What are you doing? You're probably working in an area. Okay, there's still plenty over there. Actually, let's move you in. No reason to be that far off. Move into like meow. There. That'll work. Our hunter cabins. Yeah, you're working there. There's tons of deer sighting. And you... Armin, are you doing anything over here? I believe. I guess. Says there's deer, so we'll let them work. Aha, work shelter. Beautiful. Alright, so now we need our ore mine. That was under resources? Yes. Iron ore mine. Can I do a 2-for-1? Does it work like that? Like, does this have to be placed within here? Or is it just predators are attacking? Come here, people. Well, except you guys. So let me select and drag all of yous.
Done.
Nope. God damn it. There, go attack. You run away. You go there. Run towards the people. Never mind. You're dead. Yeah. Give him the old 1-2. Get bent. Villager has died. Yeah, that's his problem. Not mine. Alright. Speed time back up. Alright, let me just make sure we got everything here for the iron mine. We do. Traveling merchant has arrived. But I can't even view the merchant without someone in the trader. So you have some tools. Oh, and you have some heavy tools as well. Let's transfer some gold. Because I don't feel like doing math transfer at all. I'm assuming I can't pre-purchase or load up the window. So we know we need a heavy tool. Let's buy maybe not 5, because that is basically all of our money. Those are very expensive. Oh, I think the price is bad too. You know, why isn't this showing up? I know one... Oh, I gotta hover over. There's merchants is trading at a below average price. Oh, an above average price. Merchant is trading this commodity at below average price. So this being down would be good, right? And this being up would be bad? I would want to buy this tool. I'll buy one for now just because I'm afraid they will use it on something else. So let me immediately go into here, construction, and then prioritize putting that there. And then for this, I'm gonna hold off on buying the tools. Can we sell anything actually? Linen clothing. We'll leave that because we're not making clothing just yet. We're trading it. So I can sell some. Let's sell 50. That'll bring us in some gold. And then... yeah, let's get rid of our gold out of the trading post. Go back into the town storage and then... disable the market. Alright, so we'll prioritize this because now we have a heavy tool in stock. Or at least we should. And then the flax fiber, I believe we're planting? Yeah, that's what this field is here. Impending heat wave, so it means we're gonna have crop trouble again. That is fine, because I would really love to get this mill running. If we can get the mill running, then we can start planting wheat again. And then that'll make use of our bakery. That'll help. How is this thing doing? Storage, 34 of 60. Items produced, 224. So we should have a lot of fruit, right? Wait, what was... there was an icon above that. I'm just not sure what it was. Doesn't look like we have any fruit in stock. Yeah, this field has just been giving me all sorts of problems. Yeah, you have a half heat tolerance, and then we'll be going into clover. Carrots. Yeah, carrots will be destroyed. And then that has high heat tolerance. So you know what? Let's get rid of that, and then I don't know if there's a downside to doing this. We'll just do another, we'll do a double clover. This field is giving me all the problem. Yeah, we're doing double clover work. Maybe I don't need weed level here for the field. We've worked this field pretty good. Let's remove that. Let's try and move this over. And then let's do, okay, so that's a double clover. But how much does it actually give? Something here said something about crop fertility. Turnips tolerate disease better than most crops. Okay. Peas are the best grown in early spring before disease. So I'm assuming this here would be early spring, but that kind of looks winter, or that's winter. So maybe that's my problem. Carrots do not require high soil fertility, but do less in rocky soil. So carrots probably want to be planted towards the end. What about this? Requires adequate soil fertility. Okay. Wheat requires fertile soil, and diseases can cause significant crop loss. Yield as much grain, wheat, and rye, and frost tolerant, but has a short growing period. Alright, so I guess if I needed wheat, I could do the buckwheat. Alright, so that goes towards winter. What is this? It's fairly frost tolerant, requires fertile soil. Long growing period and require good soil, but have very high yield. So we're eventually going to have to plant hay. This is going in now. Okay, so perhaps I need to take a look back at this. Turnips were what? Turnips tolerate disease better than most. Alright, so that's fine. We're doing double clover. This is midsummer. And this has a very high heat tolerance. Beans are sensitive to frost. As a nitrogen fixing plant, beans can help improve your soil fertility. Ah, okay. So that can help fertility, and that's in the middle of the summer, so that should be fine. Why is this field struggling so bad? Is it because I'm double clovering? We're getting a lot of rocks as well. Can I put this here? I can. Yeah, see, like that jumped high. Work the field. Help the fertility. Maybe let's get rid of this and put something towards frost. Turnips down to disease. What else had fried? Peas. Peas are best grown in early spring. But that would be late autumn. Cabbage. Fairly frost tolerant, but requires fertile soil. We'll try some. No, we won't. Alright, so then just work the field then. Well, no. Oh, clover? Growing period. Not enough time. Alright, whatever. Go clover then. Alright, how's... Okay, beautiful. Mining ore. Oh, so they don't have a... Relocate the building. So I can't relocate the building, and I should have put it there. Okay, so then let's just fix this. Salvage the building. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't sure. So this building would want to be placed like right here then, because it can hit... This can hit both iron mines then. Except that tooltip is in the way. Right, so we'll put that there then. And then we'll take our road. Roads. Go here. And then, yeah, connect to there, please. Thank you. And then prioritize that. Yeah, I'm happy with the shelter being right there. That is fine. What else could they potentially need? A well. Let's put that out here. What would that under though? No, not storage. What am I looking for? Is it a resource? Yes, resource. I don't know if you guys will need a well out here for water. But why not, right? Can't hurt. We'll pretend like it does something. Alright, so rebuild that. You'll grab the ore. And then... I guess now the question would be is... Do I put all the blacksmithing stuff out here? Oh, that road's not correct, is it? That road is not correct in the least. Clear. Road. Road. See, I don't want it running right through like that. Did that connect? I don't think so. No. There we go. That'll work. Now the next question is do I just build my blacksmithing production up here? Or does a wagon person then have to come from basically Narnia, collect the resources and come all the way back through? Perhaps I should build a road. I would like this to be my forest industry over here. I don't mind running a road through it. We have this forester camp. You know what? Let's actually do that. That might help on travel time. So what if we just grab a road from here? Which it won't because it's going to do that. Over maximum size. Okay. So then we'll do something like this, right? Cut a road through here. I would like this to be my forest industry. So if we can have eventually, we'll move this to like here. We'll catch everything here in this road. potentially build another forest or a workers camp here, right? And then build something like maybe up there and then here is all of our forest. Let's potentially limit the logs. Can we? No. So they're just gonna go bananas on destroying trees. Perhaps I back them off until I can upgrade. We'll back off 2. What is this? Temporarily shelter occupants. A whole bunch of people. Perfect. That's fine. And now we just need required resources. 30 of 20. Another villager is sick. Can we build the healing hut yet? Because we're losing a lot of people to illness. Rat catcher. Theater, pub. Healing house. Yeah, it's 25 gold bars though. A month. That's expensive, and we're only bringing in 4, and I don't know how to increase my taxes. Like, how do I guess aside from needing more people, but we would need more shelters. I think now we can, if anybody wanted to migrate here, I think now we take them in. Now would be the time. All right, we're still at ×3. This is now built, and now I'm curious if it's pulling from both veins here. We'll leave just 2 people on it for now. And then, now I'm curious, are they going to have to drag this iron all the way down here? What's this icon? Food loss is spoilage, 3 tallow. That's fine, I don't care. Iron. Oh, iron not stored in here? It doesn't look like it. So we need a depot? Question mark? Storage depot. Structure used to store all items. That's this though, ain't it? No, that's a stockyard. My stockyard is the ore. Let's build a storage depot so we can actually see what it is. We'll build it here, I guess. We'll just throw it there for right now. We'll probably end up destroying it or moving it. Okay, so our iron is being brought over here. And is that what you were doing here? Maybe not. You're just throwing carts. Okay, so they're working on that road. That's fine. We're not going to upgrade the well. Okay, so that's in production. We're going to leave that there. So if they're going to drag it down here, which is... I'm still very much undecided. Because either way, they produce up here. But then if I get raided, I can't really protect them. And these aren't infinite either. So once they run out, I would have to potentially move the buildings anyway. So yeah, I don't think that's a smart play. But... oh no, we needed the knowledge. We got the iron mine, but we don't have the knowledge to do anything about it. Yeah, we can't do anything about it. Oh, soap shop right here. The soap shop renders tallow and herbs into soap. Dude, that'll actually be helpful. Except I don't know where I'm getting tallow from. Tallow I know comes from pigs. Should be. Alright, so we need to go back over here into this tree. I don't care about candles. Mining speed at deep mines and regular mines. We're not going to worry about that. I think we're going to need forging. Confirm. Total knowledge invested. So, months until next discovery is 20. Yikes. That's time and forever until our next point. So we're still not going to be able to produce tools for ourselves. Produces tools. Yeah, but that requires iron and coal, which I would then need the foundry, which produces, yes, this, which has, oh, wait a minute, I need another heavy tool. Yeah, I need another heavy tool and 300 gold. We have the gold. That's fine. So I guess there's no point in doing this. Actually, hang on. Do one of yous have a heavy tool? Trading post, come here. Trader. No. Useless to me. Come here, you. Oh, no, wait. I don't use that. It's here. Alright, so we're learning. We're getting there. You do not either, so you are useless to me. I do know, which I haven't tried yet, that I can tell them to bring it. But because we don't have the knowledge just yet, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, see, this produces regular tools, weapons, and heavy tools, but we will also need a heavy tool for the blacksmith forge. I, though, do not trust my people to not use that heavy tool to do other work around our settlement. Look at that. Our windmill is done. Beautiful. Heavy tools are being used for this work. See? They're using it. Do not use it. Do not use it. Just work slow at a slower rate. That is fine. Because if I can keep that heavy tool, that'll not only save us money, but be huge. So let's get us a baker. Let's not go overboard on the food either. Maximum quota of 50. Items produced flour. Let's not go overboard on this either. Don't go infinite. I don't think that's 50 for now because we don't have infinity storage. So it's 10 flour to 10 bread. Yeah, maybe we can trade some of it away. That would be fine. Can bread go down here? Bread can go down here, so it shouldn't be stored here. Another person is sick. Okay, so we need to focus on potentially pigs, because we need to figure out tallow. I did see a beehive. That just produces honey. Apiaries are more effective near shelters, gardens, farms, and orchards. Okay. So I guess I would want to put that around here then. It does have a radius, however. A very small radius. Let's see. The candle shop requires honey. That makes sense. Problem is where do I get tallow from? I would imagine that would be from the barn. Where was the barn thing? Is that a food production? Barn. Requires carcasses, produces meat. Ah, okay, yeah, that produces the tallow. Goat barn. With a goat barn, goats can be raised for food. With a barn, cattle can be raised. Oh, a barn is just for cattle. Front row. Oh, that also produces tallow, though. Okay, that's fine. But that just looks like regular milk. So what's the difference for using a goat barn over cattle barn? Chicken coop. That gives eggs. Is there any difference between having goats and cows? They produce the exact same thing. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. All right, so we're out of food again. Although we got meat. Yeah, we're not hindering the meat. But the smoked meat is at 50. Let's go up to 60 with that. Herbs. Yeah, this is fine. We still haven't figured out where to get Willow. But though we do have it as a high priority. I was looking for it around here, but I didn't see it. But I can't go too far because of this raider camp, and well, before I totally reloaded and didn't send everybody off to their death, we can't fight that raider camp. We're gonna need an actual army. So yeah, we're coming along here. Yeah, this has gotten on actually much longer than what I expected it to. Now that I'm actually trying to not rage the entire episode and apply brain, which I don't have. I felt like this is a little bit better. We're getting there. We're having a problem with crop diseases. What is this currently? This field will be fertilized with compost. Also fertilized with compost. That's fine. Do whatever. I don't understand that building anyway at the moment. So yeah, we need to figure out hygiene in our town because too many people are getting sick. And then we still have a massive food issue because these people are clearly not even gluttons, but pure black holes when it comes to food. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. I want to thank everybody for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. If you have any tips, tricks, comments, good or bad, feedback, leave it down in the comment section down below. I do really want to enjoy this game. It looks like it's a ton of fun. This game would be right up my alley. I love these kind of games. Well, I think my frustration is just very high is because when I have a problem, I want to fix that problem immediately, but I can't do that with zero information. And that's exactly what this game is giving me. I don't like just immediately going to the internet and searching up everything and watching a video. You shouldn't have to do that when you're playing the game. The game should provide you all of the information. But with that, you know, chances are I could just be missing it. Maybe there is a window that gives me all of the information I've just been complaining about, and I'm just too stupid to find it. But if there is such a window, please tell me. And then shame me if you like. That's fine. But until then, everybody, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care. Bye.